Hello friends, it's Alan here on the farm on Route 66, and today I'm just gonna talk to you for a minute. I have always loved messing with horses. I raise registered quarter horses, we buy and sell horses, we train horses, we try to find good homes for horses that have been in poor health. We've rescued horses off the Navajo reservation. Anyway, we've done a lot with horses. Casey's got little Ann leading like a champ. So Casey, what's been your secret to get her leading good?
Just doing it.
Just doing it, huh? It does take practice. So as you just saw, we've messed with a lot of horses in the past few years, but we never have professed to be professional trainers or to know a whole lot about horse training, but we're getting better, and thanks to YouTube, we've had people reach out to us with some positive criticism. We've had some negative criticism at times too, but we've had some people reach out and really want to help. And one of those you're going to see today. Tim Anderson, a world champion, reached out to us, and you're going to get to see that he came all the way from Mississippi to Arizona to help us become better. And so even though we're not professional horse trainers, we just enjoy horses and love the farm lifestyle, we're actually getting better, and hopefully after today's visit we'll become a lot better. So thanks Tim, and hope you all enjoy. Well everybody, like I told you, Tim Anderson is here with his wife Allison, and we are super excited. How often do you have a world champion in reining come to your farm? But that's what's happening today. So he's gonna get on Ray, and Blake's gonna get on Rawhide, and Tin Barn Farm is bringing a couple horses, and we're gonna learn some stuff today. So come along and let me introduce you to Tim and Allison. Hello Tim and Allison. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from and what you've done, and anyway.
We're from Mississippi, and this is my wife Allison.
Hello.
We've been married for 38 years.
They got married at 10 years old.
That's right. And I show reining horses, ranch versatility horses, and cow horses. I've won the worlds in reining a couple of times. I've coached some students that have won the worlds and been in the top 10 in the world. And so we just come to spend the day riding with Alan and Blake and ride together and learn from each other and have a good time.
That's pretty kind of him to say learn from each other. They're going to learn a lot of stuff that we shouldn't do probably, but they have been so fun to have in our house. Talk about the best people. They're just incredible, good Christian people. We had a great time together last night. We introduced them to Navajo tacos, and so those of you that watch from Arizona know what those are. If you don't know what a Navajo taco is, comment below and ask us, and we'll tell you about it. But Tim, why don't you just tell us? Blake's over here getting Rawhide ready to go. He's saddling him up. But Tim, what can you teach? We only have 2 or 3 hours together.
Yeah, we got a couple hours. What I wanted to work on today was trying to get the horse to round its body up a little bit better, soften its face. So we're going to work on where we're using our hands, get the horse to move laterally a little bit, lift the shoulders up, round the shoulders, and we're going to work a little bit on getting the horses to stop a little bit better, and just ride and see what comes up.
Now tell us, why do you want a horse's body to be rounded up? And I mean, for those that don't understand all that, why do you want to accomplish all that?
A horse carries most of its weight on his front end. So he's got 60% of his weight right here on his front end, and he's got 40% on his back end. Well, the horse's back end is the motor, kind of like a pickup truck, and the front end is your steering. So if you can get your weight, get the horse's body rounded, get the weight shifted over to the back end, get the back end up underneath a little bit, what that does, that lightens up the front end, makes him a little bit more agile to move around, and it also enables him to engage his back end a little bit better. So there's some things we can do as far as how we're using our hands and how we're using our legs that'll help that horse do that. And it's better for the horse because that rounds his back up. That helps to build these muscles down their top line. And it's kind of like a person making a person sit up straight versus slouching.
That makes a lot of sense.
So
now, Tim has been so kind to us. He hasn't been critical at all, but he reached out. He said, hey, I've been watching your channel. I think I could help you out a little bit. And I said, well, we never professed to be experts at training horses. We just got into it to share our farm and our family and stuff. And Tim said, well, let's do something together. And I said, well, that's great, but you live in Mississippi. That's kind of a problem. And he said, no, it's not. He said, I'm going out to, what are you guys heading to in Vegas?
Yeah, we're going to watch the Run for the Million in Las Vegas. And we're in between my birthday and Allison's birthday and anniversary. So this was kind of our anniversary birthday trip, was to come out and watch the Run for the Million in Las Vegas, and while we're here, come out and.
So tell them what the Run for the Million is.
It is it's a reining show with a $1 million purse. First place gets $500,000, and then there is a cow horse invitational. They take the top 15 cow horse riders and invite them to come show in the cow work part. So it's a pretty big deal. Just about every big name trainer that has won a whole bunch of money is there. And it's a fun thing to go watch.
That is so cool. This is my new horse Ray, and that's what Tim's gonna ride, and Blake will ride Rawhide, and Tin Barn Farm is actually on their way, I believe, and so they're bringing a couple horses.
Yeah, and the work that we're gonna do is gonna help her build up that muscle line.
This is a him.
It'll help him build up these muscles right here, and that's actually gonna kind of raise the muscle tone where he's got a little bit of a gut, and I'll build muscle back here, build muscle up here.
Maybe I need this workout for myself.
Well, I need it.
All right, well, let's get these horses saddled up and get going.
John Wilhelm. Nice to meet you. This is my wife, Allison.
Nice to meet you.
Good to have John from Tin Barn Farm with us. We've already told him you were coming.
Oh yeah?
We said we have 2 celebrities on the farm today.
The celebrities are up there.
Look at this, we got the boys from the Tin Barn Farm here.
Good.
Johnny, behaving yourself?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a bucking goat that I want you to break for me. Can you do that?
Maybe.
How are you, Annie?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you. These horses are looking good. I recognize both of them.
This is Coda.
Coda. We used to call him Frank when he is here on the farm on Route 66, but
Yeah.
Coda's kind of a cool name.
Yeah.
When I'm starting a new horse, the first couple rides, I'll lower that a little bit. I'll leave the halter on the horse, but then I'll put the snaffle bit over the top. So if it's a new horse that hadn't been ridden much, if any, the halter would be on under this, and then when I attach the rein, I would attach the rein through the bit to the halter. So what that would do the first few rides, while he's learning how to give to that pressure, I'm pulling on the whole nose. I'm not pulling on just the mouth. And then that way, when I switch to the bit, the horse understands the pressure, so I'm working with a fresh mouth.
Okay, that's awesome.
I always, when I tell my horse to do something, I always ask first, then I tell, and then I demand. So it's like telling your child, go do the dishes. You ask them to go do the dishes. And then you're gonna raise that up one level. I told you need to get them dishes done. And then you go to demand, and you say, you're not going to football practice till you get them dishes done. So every time you have to tell, you step up one.
Okay.
So everything works out to be building, and then if you're consistent with that, your horse just starts working off the ask every time.
That's awesome. I love that. Awesome. I just went to let the dogs out. They were barking and making too much noise. We won't be able to show everything, or else we'd have a 3 or 4 hour video. If you want to watch training from Tim Anderson, go to his site and subscribe, and let's help them get a bunch of subscribers. But I'm just gonna have to show highlights because this is amazing to have a world champion in our arena with our horses, helping Blake and Andy and Johnny learn. And so I'm walking back down, and let's go back at this again.
Off the inside leg first, then get him moving off the outside leg. You always want your inside hand just slightly above your outside hand, because you want to elevate that inside shoulder. And your shoulders are going to follow the hand. If your hand comes up, the shoulder's going to come up. Good. If I get 0.5% improvement, if every day the horse is 0.5% better than he was the day before, 0.5% is a tiny amount. But if you get that every day, in 200 days, you have a finished horse. Well, you get a finished horse in 200 days, you're a dang good trainer. So where we mess up as trainers, a lot of times we push for more than that 0.5%.
I like that.
And we end up backing up and then having to fix things. So you get that little bit of improvement every day, whether it's 15 minutes or an hour and a half, reward the horse and stop.
Did you get him to back with just your legs a little bit? Did you? Really? Let me see. Oh yeah, that's on a very loose.
Control speed and direction. That's what I'm doing right there. I'm controlling speed and direction, and I'm using that opportunity to tell the horse to use it properly.
It's so hard.
Your body control,
I sweat
a little
back
bit of
again
muscle
with him.
memory for you.
Yeah.
Get his head turning to the side a little bit. When you're turning your horse to the fence, you only want to be pulling on the rein that's on the side to the fence. You don't want to be pulling on the opposite rein. We want to keep it simple. We're just asking him to do one thing: turn to the fence.
But first you establish the circle,
First,
right?
you establish the circle. That's correct. All right, next time you come to the fence, gotta come in at an angle. just tighten up that leg, just like when we were moving, we were spiraling in, and you was bringing him in, it's the exact same thing. Outside leg, push your shoulder in, a little bit outside. Right, there you go. Right leg, forward, 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 forward. Raise your left hand. Now push him forward. There you go. See what was going on there? He had his left hand low. Of course, his shoulder was low, so he couldn't get the drive from the back end to push the low ball.
So Tim's gonna help Blake
Work your way back over
get
here.
Rawhide to stand still when he gets on him.
Get your foot up
That used to be a real
there.
weakness
Stand still, step back down.
of Rawhide.
Yeah, you're not doing that with the rein. We're not going to get on. All right, step back down. Step down. I'll pet on. Now what we're going to do next time, if he goes to take that step, send him out to the rail and make him lope. Or make him work. It can be a trot as long as it's a working trot. He's got to put effort into it. It can't be a lazy trot.
Okay.
Okay? So if he moves 1 foot now, there's one exception to that. If you're going to get on and this foot comes here, that's okay. That's just balance. We're not gonna scold him for that. Any other movement, we're gonna set him to the rail and make it work. Let me step back and get out of your way.
So I grab the lodge rope.
Yeah, let's lay it on the ground right here by you. So you'll have it if you need it. Just set it on the ground. Let me step out.
So if he gives any movement, you're gonna make him work for it,
Any movement is gonna work.
unless it's balance.
Yes.
The first time we,
All right, make him move. Make him move. There you go. You don't have to lope hard. It just needs to be work. Needs to be effort. So the inside is a pleasant place to be, and the outside is work. All right, now this time he's going to the right around you. The next time you send him out, let's go to the left so that he gets work equally both directions.
All right.
All right, drop your whip. See if he'll come back to you. There you go. Just give him a minute. Yeah, that's okay. Just kind of let him figure out. Just stand still, slouch your shoulders forward, and look at the ground. There you go. Just stand there. Ignore him. You're being recessive. You're asking him to come into you. There you go. Pat on him a good bit. And do it again. Just kind of put your foot in, bounce a little bit. All right, step down, pat on him again. And we're going to do that one more time. And we're not going to do anything to make him stay here. It's totally his choice. Just bounce and then step back, pat on him again. There you go, pat on him some more. Now the next time I just want you to bounce, stand up, and then come right back down and come back to petting on him.
I think we rush everything way too much. You know,
Well, and you feel like you need to rush to get a lot done.
but you accomplish more by,
Step down and pet on him. You don't want to stay there too long. See, I was thinking about leaving. Step back down and pet on him for not leaving.
and that was hard to tell if he was getting his balance at first, but then that second step is
Second
like,
step, he's thinking about leaving. Yeah. All right, now before we do it again, he's looking off to his right. Turn around, make him look over the opposite direction. There you go, right there. Same thing, bounce, stand up. Step back down, pet on. There you go.
that was good.
Now what we're gonna do next time, you're gonna bounce, step up, swing your leg over, and as soon as your butt hits the saddle, you swing right back off again. Up, step down, send him out, there you go, make him move. There you go. You don't have to be quite so aggressive, just make him move, make him work. There you go.
He works himself in there.
Yeah.
He works a lot.
This horse does. Some of them are lazy.
Yeah.
And you gotta send them off, but he, like you say, he works himself. He's gonna realize he doesn't have to.
Right.
He's also looking at that fence over there.
Uh-huh. There you go. Just wait. Because he works himself so much, you're just gonna have to wait for him to come in to you. He'll figure out in a minute that you're not sending him. There you go.
She works herself.
Now
like
go
that.
pet on him. There you go. And you be consistent with that, he'll come to you quicker every time.
Okay.
All right, pet on him a little bit, walk him back to the middle, we'll do it again. We'll start all the way from the beginning. Put your foot in, step down, and pet on him. Now this time, before you get up there, go ahead and untie your reins so that if he does walk off, you've got something to deal with. And you're gonna get up there and just pet on him. Now, at this point, he's standing still for you to get on. If he walks off without you asking him to walk off, you're gonna go to teaching just like we were in the saddle, making him work in a circle. And then when his feet get still, you step down.
Okay.
So you'll pull his head around, kind of bump with your legs, make him move his feet. You don't move, you just sit there and pet on him. Don't ask him for anything, just sit there and pet on him. Pet on him, there you go. Pull his head around to the side. Now just hold his head till he gets still.
Is he holding his hands about where you'd
All
want?
right, yep.
Okay.
Make sure your hands are still. Just sit there and wait. We were watching you, you're doing a good job. All right, step down. Whoop, nope, go the other way now.
He wants to go to work.
He wants to, yeah.
I like that about him, actually.
I like that about him too, but he needs to wait till you tell
Yeah,
him what
until
work
he
is.
wants to.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I like his heart.
Yeah.
He's one that once you give him permission to work, he wants to
go
do it.
something. All right, step down, pet on him.
He's one that they would go gather the wild horses on. And
Yeah.
that's all they do is jump on him and take off running.
Yeah.
And so he's had to learn it's okay to slow down. Well, this has been a blast. Tim, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And well, you're the one that came all the way across the country and sacrificed your time and shared with us your expertise. It's been so fun having John Wilhelm here with his boys.
It's been awesome.
He even helped break up a dog fight. I feel bad. He's got blood on his arms. That's what happens when dogs fall in love and they're mad at each other, I guess. So thanks again and have a great trip. And
Thank you.
God bless everyone.
Rawhide did awesome today. I appreciate all the tips, and I think it's going to make him a lot better horse. I'm excited.
Well, why don't you run back to school now?
This is the first horse that we got a barn full.
He knows how to. All right, sounds good. He has permission to not go to school today. So, have you enjoyed the day?
Yeah,
Have you learned a lot?
yeah.
All right, well, close out our video for us.
Alright, if you like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Farm on Route 66, over and out.
You're the man.